2, 1.
Russo's brand family. We are family.
Hello, and what is going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Alterna TV. Man, it feels like forever since I've done one of these. Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, I know I've been away. Yeah, I know I've been slacking. Yeah, I know I haven't been as committed as I should be, but that all changes. That all changes now. Because what's going on now is I need something to distract myself from just how awful the world is, how terrible the world is, how terrible people are, what people are doing to each other, thinking they have the right to use the state to force people on their knees and take their property and make them feel better about themselves, but we're done with worrying about that. We're going to be doing different stuff here. We're going to be talking about a bunch of different things. Alterna TV is back. It will be, once again, be a weekly fixture on the Russos brand family. I got a new format all ready to go. Going to dip into a little bit of that a little bit today. Going to be getting my Twitch going up. Going to explain what's going to be going on my Twitch channel, what I'm going to be doing there, and just going through a little things, talking about what's been going on, and just, life in general. So let's go ahead and get cracking here. First thing I wanted to talk about is a lot of changes going on in my life. Actually going to be leaving my job here, going to be going back to Jimmy John's full-time instead of working there and Domino's part-time. Fact is, Domino's, this particular one, owned by Central Missouri Pizza Company. I'm sorry, that is a horrible, horrible company to work for. They work their people to death. They don't compensate them properly. They let them get screwed. It's just and treat them like they're a piece of their property. It's just, I had enough. I'd had enough, and I'm done with it. And they kept coming up with new ways to take more money out of your pocket and put it in there so they can hit their numbers and whatever. It was just, I was done dealing with it. So luckily, my last day, actually a week from today, will be my first day no longer employed. There actually got 6 days left at that company as of this recording. A big thing I kind of wanted to go off on is Cardi B. Why are we still giving this woman a platform? Why are we giving this woman adulation? Why are we giving this woman any kind of just all this attention and elevating her to the status that she is when did we forget that on video she admitted to raping and drugging people and stealing from them? Did we all forget this? Did we forget that Cardi B is a thief and a rapist? Yet we're celebrating her and giving her awards. What the fuck? A couple big things coming up in the movies that I'm really interested in and I'm really excited for is, of course, there's actually only really 3 movies I'm interested in seeing when they hit theaters. And that is the 3rd installment of Bill and Ted, the Jay and Silent Bob reboot, and the new Star Wars. I ain't gonna lie, I'm hyped as shit for this new Star Wars. They better not drop the ball on this. I mean, to me it felt like Episode 7, it was like, okay, we're kind of getting back on track and try to, wash the prequels out of your mouth. It felt like it was like, okay, we're going to reset, kind of get back things on the right track and just move forward from here. And then Last Jedi, holy shit. Wow, that felt like it was, just took a big shit right on everything and just completely destroyed everything that Force Awakens had set up and was trying to build towards, and just absolutely wrecked it, like kicked over the sandcastle, essentially, that they were trying to build. Hopefully they get things back on track. Hopefully they conclude the Star Wars or the Skywalker saga in a satisfying conclusion. So many different speculations of where they can go with it, especially with the return of the Emperor and the way they're teasing it. You don't know, is Rey going to turn heel? Is Kylo going to turn baby? Are they going to flip-flop? Or is one going to turn, or the other one going to stay? Who knows? But it definitely creates a lot of intrigue and makes the next installment definitely a must-watch. Please don't shit the bed like you did in The Last Jedi. Please don't shit the bed. And the Jay and Silent Bob reboot, this one should definitely be a very funny one. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the cameos that are in there. If you haven't heard what that one's going to basically be about, it's the idea behind it is to make fun of reboots. They're basically rebooting the original Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, with the premise being that Hollywood's rebooting Blunt Man and Chronic, so they're basically doing what they did in the first one. They're going back and stopping the reboot from being made. Just basically and making fun of reboots the entire way, which I'm really looking forward to. Those guys, Kevin Smith has always been great with that kind of satire and making fun of. I mean, and he's even good at making fun of himself too, and I'm sure he'll do some of that as well. And the Bill and Ted 3, man, that's one I'm really looking forward to. Bill and Ted, I first saw them, the Bogus Journey, I think back in like '94 and '95 on WGN, way back in the day. And I was hooked on that franchise ever since. I mean, I just thought that was a very entertaining movie, and went back and saw Excellent Adventure, was very entertained by that, and now seeing them coming back for a third movie is going to be just, I'm really looking forward to that one. The story with that, from what I understand, is going to be they're supposed to write that that song that's supposed to bring harmony to the universe and whatnot, and they haven't gotten around to it yet. They're now in their 50s, and now all of a sudden, like, the entire thread of reality, the fabric of existence, is starting to now fall apart because they didn't do that. So now they find themselves going through like time and space and reliving various events of their lives, including, from what I understand, a scene where they meet their teenage selves back at the Circle K where the journey all began. The casting is pretty. I'm really looking forward to it. Like, they're definitely not. They're definitely gonna keep Rufus in there. They obviously couldn't bring that character back because George Carlin's no longer with us. But they're bringing on his daughter. They actually brought her in to fulfill the role, and I think they're probably going to have her have some sort of conclusion to the Rufus story, and hopefully a satisfying way, and I hope they do him justice. Wrestling! So yeah, of course this is the Russo brand family channel, so we gotta talk wrestling, of course. Of course, the big thing going on that's on everybody's mind is, as we're heading into the fall, heading into October, of course, the big AEW versus WWE, NXT versus AEW on Wednesday nights. Man, I'm actually very more concerned for the state of the well-being for AEW and the wrestling business as a whole, because if this shits the bed, wrestling will forever be regulated to just the hardcore niche audience. Nobody else will ever be interested in it. Like, this is wrestling's last stand. They have to make a difference. They have to create a product that will draw people in, that make people want to tune in next week. Because if they don't, like, okay, we've been hearing all this hype, we've been hearing all this scuttlebutt, alright, all this promotion, put it on TV, and you blow it, they're gone. They ain't coming back. It's over if you don't do it. But my big concern, and this is the one that really, really bothers me about AEW, is the management, the ownership. I'm just going to go ahead and say it, and I'm sorry, but Tony Khan is a bigger mark than Dixie Carter. I mean, if you listen to Dave Meltzer on how to run your company, I'm sorry, you are doomed for failure. Unless you change. That dude has never run a company, never wrestled a match, never booked a show. He's only been able to work for himself, being able to trick, confuse, and con people who don't know any better than he does. And now you have one of those people running a wrestling company, a multi-million-dollar wrestling company. It's supposed to be the competition of the WWE, who doesn't know any better and listens to some 60-year-old superfan Mark in San Jose who thinks he knows, just because he's read every single result and read every single piece of information, he knows what's going on. No, any idiot can do that, Dave. Anybody can go and do that research, but nobody's too much of a mark and a fanboy to do it. Alright, rant over before I start going off on too much of a tangent. Let's see, where else are we going next? We're also going to be doing watch-alongs here, doing some more of those. Going to be adding those to the show. Going to be bringing some friends along. Going to be doing some, but most of the wrestling watch-alongs will be on the Twitch channel, which I almost forgot to get into. So the new Twitch channel, what we're going to be doing with that is going to be doing wrestling watch-alongs, video game playthroughs, mostly Warcraft and retro gaming. Probably some Hearthstone. Just whatever's entertaining, whatever, Also going to be doing some, what else? Wrestling watch-alongs, Trailer Park Boys watch-alongs, other, media watch-alongs, uh, fast food delivery adventures. Wherever I'm on the road, I might, kick on my Twitch and let you guys see what's going on, see a glimpse into my workday. We're gonna have fun there. I'm gonna be chatting with you guys. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna We're gonna take questions, AMAs. We're just gonna have a good time on Twitch. And this is probably my favorite segment of the new Alterna TV. What I close the show with every week. Inspired by our good friends Disco Inferno with his disco list, and Jason Powell when he went on that rant about who he'd like to kick in the balls. My weekly closer. Who do I want to kick in the balls this week? Well, I just named the first guy, Dave Meltzer, for being Dave Meltzer, Tony Khan for listening to Dave Meltzer, Cody Rhodes for listening to Dave Meltzer, Vince McMahon for being an egotistical, out-of-touch imbecile who doesn't know his product sucks, Donald Trump for being a commie gun-grabbing POS, every Dem presidential candidate for being a commie gun-grabbing POS, and the owners of Central Missouri Pizza for being greedy, working, selfish, can't treat your employees like they should be treated, POSs. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week, and have a good one.
I am the prayers of the night.